Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Now Catch This with Kim and Tony. Now, wait a minute, y'all. I told y'all this may happen. Ray J done ended up in the hospital trying to be an MMA fighter.
Wait a minute. Now, listen, Kevin Hart is finally addressing that whole George Floyd joke that was told at his roast. And baby, he is not happy.
And we have our first guest here on Now Catch This. We have Azäh, you know her from Big Brother, coming on to talk about her new vertical drama, Jollof and Kimchi. Now listen, it's all going down right here on Now Catch This with Kim and Tony. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, I'm doing fine. Welcome, everybody, to Now Catch This. Now, listen, if you have not caught this already, make sure you go on and subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you're watching us live and in person, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and that bell notification. That way you'll never miss when we are going live and in living color for you. Now, if you can't watch us live and you want to watch us later, you can, but you can also take a listen to us later. We're on your favorite podcast stations. We're on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. So take us along while you're pumping iron in the gym or dipping your toes on the beach or just chilling out, maxing, relaxing, and cooling. You can listen to all the shenanigans. Hey, I'm glad you picked that up. Do you know one time I said that in a meeting?
It works.
It happened.
It works.
It happened.
I think it's appropriate everywhere. Honestly.
Everywhere. To be honest, yeah. I still remember. I was like, y'all think I'm sitting around here just chilling out, maxing, relaxing, and cooling? And I said,
did anybody catch the reference?
No, they didn't.
You know what meeting were you in?
Because I'm that good.
I can't.
Well, what is the tea, Kim? What has been going on with you this week?
Oh man, not much. I'm not having a pretty busy week. I had a busy week last week, kind of, sort of. Yeah. But just taking it one day at a time.
Wait a minute. Well, you was on Side Dish last week.
Yeah.
But I also just want to point this out, and I wish I had gotten the clip of this. So you showed that our singing challenge that we did on the show, and I would just like to say
he wasn't talking about you.
I
already know he wasn't talking about you, but go ahead.
Head crack said, you know what, y'all actually sound really good before you put the sauce on there, because everybody got the sauce on there. Y'all actually sound good. And I just want to point out that him said, we got that Volche.
Let me taste. Okay, I'm gonna let you have it. I'm gonna let you have it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're gonna have to. You're gonna have to let me have that.
What you got going on this week?
This week has been pretty good. We are still in the trenches of the show that I'm in called Drag House Rules. Season 2, episode 2 just came out today on Out TV. So I'm just trying to revel in that and be grateful for that. That's where we are.
Cool.
Yeah. Cool. Well, honey, let's get all into it, because we got to talk about what has been going on in entertainment news, honey. Absolutely. It's time for Child. Did you hear? Ooh, child. Kim, you know what you heard?
Yeah. I'm sure the people listening hear it as well.
Okay, now listen, y'all. Last week, we talked about Ray J. Ray J decided to do a celebrity MMA fight against Super Hot Fire that was promoted by Aiden Ross of Brand Risk Promotions. And baby, he got knocked out. Him got knocked out in the second round, and apparently ended up in the hospital. Yeah.
Lord.
Ray J ended up in the hospital after the fight. He was suffering a concussion, a contusion, and his heart rate slowed abruptly. He also said he had chest pains, an enlarged heart, abnormal heart patterns, elevated stress to his heart
Honey.
muscle, and acute coronary syndrome, which is caused by a severe reduction to blood flow to the heart. Now, the doctors have prescribed medications to take care of him and get him back right, but he spent 4 nights in the hospital. Now, let me ask you this. Was it worth it?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. Because
what did he get from it? I mean, I don't know if they made money. I mean, I guess they were paid to participate in the event, but
yeah,
he just got dragged, literally, and whatever the other one is.
Well, here's the other thing too. Like, we had concerns about him doing this fight because he mentioned he had health issues, right?
Right.
We weren't the only ones. Chris Brown was sitting up in the audience like, listen, I'm here to support Ray J, however, I'm just hoping he don't die.
He's like, just don't die.
Somebody was like, you got your money on Ray J? He was like, nah.
He said, He already knew. He already knew what the outcome was going to be. I just don't understand. I just don't understand. I just don't.
I don't understand either. Like, listen, I feel like in life, your limitations and your boundaries. And it's like, if you trying to get back out there, that's great, Ray J. Like, but do it responsibly. You got to do it responsibly. You can't be out here.
Right.
If you ain't in good conditions to fight.
Yeah. At this point, it's like, I wish him a speedy recovery. I hope all is well with his health. But you know what? I want out the chat. Like, I don't want to be part of the group chat anymore. Like, if you're going to continue to make these decisions.
Yeah. I can't have concern for you.
I can't, because what are you doing?
What are you doing? And as of this morning, before we started the show, he was released from the hospital. So get well soon, Ray J.
Yeah, but like, I'm over it. I don't mean to sound like not, sympathetic, but I want out. I want off this Ray J roller coaster. Like,
same. It's like,
I think it would be more beneficial if he would just take this opportunity to like push wellness and like maybe challenge himself to do some sort of healthy, fitness challenge, or try to do not a boot camp, but try to rally up people to like be healthier. I think he would get more like positive press for trying to do something like that than all the stupid stuff he's been doing.
Exactly. Where is Sean T?
Where's Sean T?
Come get him.
Sean T. Get him. Get Ray J.
Come get Ray J and whip him in the shape.
Please.
Because he's at a certain age. It's like, we got to be careful.
You got to be careful.
The other day, I bent down to plug in my charger for my computer and my back went out for 2 days.
I believe it. Sometimes I sneeze and I ain't right for a couple of days.
And him over here trying to be an MMA fighter. Sit down.
Sat down.
Listen, get well, Ray J. Take care of yourself. And I don't know, get in the studio. Give us a song. Do something. Give us, instead of 1 wish, 2 wish.
Give us 2 wishes.
Yeah.
Maybe 3 if we lucky.
If I had 3 wishes, would be you. We could do.
Actually, he actually gave us more than 1 wish, technically, but semantics.
But guess what? He'll be okay if he gives one.
Let me tell you about somebody who definitely wishes people would leave him the hell alone.
Ooh.
About this whole roast thing. So Kevin Hart, have you seen anything about this? Have you watched the roast?
I've only seen clips of the roast, and I thought it was funny. I did see a little bit of Kevin's interview post the roast.
Yeah.
So
So basically, after the roast, during the roast, his fellow comedian Tony Hinchcliffe, during his set, he made a George Floyd joke that a lot of people thought was very distasteful, because we all know the controversy around George Floyd. He was killed by a cop. There were like actually 4 cops, but the main cop that went to prison for murder is gosh, what's that guy's name? Derek Chauvin. And his whole thing was like he couldn't breathe. You know, they were standing on his back for like 9 minutes, and George was crying out saying he could not breathe, and the man died in front of all of us. We all watched it, right? So people were rioting in the streets, protesting. That was a big deal. Big deal, especially to the Black community. So Tony Hinchcliffe got up there and made a joke that was similar to, I think he said something like, crap, I had it in here somewhere. Oh, he said something like, you know, George Floyd is looking up at us all, laughing so hard that he can't breathe. And so that pissed a lot of people off. And they're like, you know, Kevin should have said something. Like, did he approve these jokes? Like, he should have stood up and said, nah, that's not cool, blah, 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 blah. So while he's been getting this backlash, they brought him onto Breakfast Club. And this was his response to the backlash he's been receiving.
Okay. Joke to our culture, to our audience, but our audience that's watching the roast, if you're watching the roast, you get why they're doing it. You get why the racial humor is on the table. Like, it's not, I wasn't shocked. Like, that's what they do. Go look at the Tom Brady one. Like, people are talking about that joke. Talk about his set. Tony Hinchcliffe arguably had the best set, or one of the best sets.
I don't like when people joke about violent, tragic death. I like Pete's set, and then I was like, oh, why you had to say about Charlie Kirk?
Pete had a great set too. Pete had a Charlie Kirk joke in it. Like, would I tell those jokes? No. But do I get why they're being told? Yes. Like, I'm not looking at Pete crazy. I'm not looking at Tony crazy. Like, that's what, I know what you're going to do. Like, what is it that you expect me? You want me to take a live production and stand up and fight Tony or have a reaction? Like, Tony told a joke. It wasn't a tasteful joke to us. We didn't like it. Okay. Hey, man, fuck that joke. We move on.
So that was his response. So again, a lot of people are like, bruh, why did you even go on the Breakfast Club? Like, that response did not satisfy a lot of people. They thought that he came off like not showing any accountability, very defensive. You could tell he was very like angry and probably over all the backlash and stuff like that. So my question is, you know, and we've talked about this before about, you know, is there a such thing as a joke going too far now? But this is a roast. So I feel like a roast is a different level.
It's a different set of rules.
It's a different set of rules. And normally it's like anything goes. And I think during the interview, they asked him, did he approve the jokes? And he was like, no, I didn't see the jokes. He was like, I didn't want to see the jokes. That's not how it works. I just let comedians do their thing. So do you think that a joke about someone's death is going too far and that Kevin should have kind of stopped it right there or shut it down or said something about it?
A lot of people are not going to agree with this, but no. The thing about it is comedy is, there's different types of comedy, and it's a very thin line. Joan Rivers famously said, it's never too soon, right? And Joan Rivers was someone that would joke about anything, right? And I think in a roast, like, depending on the type of comedian that you are, will depend on what you will joke about. You will, you can find humor in jokes in anything. There are people who do have boundaries that are like, I will never joke about this, or I'll never take it this far. There are comedians who do take it that far. So if it's not for you, it's not for you. But in the comedy world, a roast, anything can go.
Yeah.
You know, are there some things that are very insensitive to joke about? Yeah, absolutely. But, you know, like, I remember sitting in fashion in the audience for Fashion Police, and Joan Rivers making a joke about Whitney Houston, and it's one of those, but you know what I mean. But so it's like, I don't fault Kevin. I don't think there's anything that he could have done because it was a roast, and and everyone knows with a roast there's a mindset about everything. The other thing is that they made jokes about Charlie Kirk. They made jokes about Cheryl Underwood's husband. They made jokes about different groups of people.
Yeah. They made jokes about Kevin's dead mom and dad.
Yeah.
Regina Hall did.
So it's kind of like, you know, if you're going to be upset about that, you also have to be upset about all the other stuff. Yeah. And you can't just say that one outweighs the other. But just know going into a roast, everybody's going to talk about everything. And like if Cheryl Underwood, she was like, I understand. I get it. You know, you're going into that and you're opening up yourself. So I don't think we can fault Kevin or any of them really for a roast, because those are the rules.
I don't think we could fault him for that specifically, but I do think I would love to see Kevin show a little bit more accountability and just like navigate the backlash a little better. I think he always tends to be like, well, I didn't write the joke. Well, I pay people to do that. I didn't say it. You know what I mean? Like, you know that's a sensitive subject. You know that a lot of the people in your community who have supported you from the very beginning. I remember when Kevin Hart was on Comic View, like no one knew Kevin Hart. You know what I mean? And that was specifically the Black community supporting him, and we helped him, you know, elevate his career. So I feel like, you know, just navigating that a little better and not being so defensive, like I ain't got nothing to do with it. I didn't say it. Just, you know, just say, hey, would I have told the joke? No. Was it distasteful? Yes. And I can fully understand why the Black community is upset.
But I think he did say that.
No.
He said
he said it, but it was all wrapped in defensiveness. It was like, yeah, it was distasteful, but I mean, I didn't write it. I wouldn't have said it, but hey, they talked about my dead mom. You know what I mean? Just like,
but I'm wondering what accountability does everyone want him to take? Like, he's the one being roasted, so he's not the one that's like sitting in a meeting with all the comedians and saying, I need a review of all your jokes, because in that comedy world, they know what they're getting themselves into. And everyone who's participating knows what a roast is. Yes. We're the ones as the audience, because we're not in the comedy world, that's going to go, oh yeah, no, that wasn't right. Oh, why would you say something about that? Like, why would you do that? Because we're not in that world. So of course we're going to be like, oh no, you should, we can't do that. Yeah. They're all okay with it because that's their world. And they understand that. Again, does it make it right? In our eyes, it does not. In their eyes, they're like, we're cool. We had a good time. You got roasted. We done moved on. Yeah.
Yeah. I just think he could have navigated it better. I think him going on the Breakfast Club and being so defensive, I don't think that helped at all. And it kind of, and considering the fact, because Lauren, who was also on the Breakfast Club, and I cut this part out, she actually interviewed George Floyd's brother about this. And he said, of course, he said he thought it was distasteful. He said Kevin Hart was at the funeral, you know, holding us down or whatever. And there he go cackling at a George Floyd joke. So you can imagine how that felt to them. And I'm not saying that Kevin was wrong. I just feel like he could manage this backlash a little more sensitively, because it's such a sensitive subject. He said it was distasteful, but after he says that, it's a deflection. He says another thing, it's a deflection. He just doesn't like just say it was distasteful and you didn't agree with it, and keep it moving. You don't even have to say sorry, but the way he's coming at it, I don't think is helping at all.
I mean, I feel like he said all that he could say. He was like, would I have told the joke? No, but
I didn't say it. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like backhanded. It's like, just own it. It's a thing. You couldn't help it, whatever. But your fans, the people who support you, are fucking pissed off. So just say what needs to be said. You don't have to apologize, but just handle it a little more sensitively. That's all I'm saying. Just a little more sensitively, but we're running out of time. We need to hit this next story.
But that's the thing, though, is that everybody wants him to respond in a certain way. And it's like, but this is the response that you're being given. And that's all I can say about that. What else do you want me to say? What else do you want me to do? You know what I
Well,
mean? Like it's like
I think it's a trend with Kevin too, because it's not just this. It's not just this situation where we've gotten that deflection and that defensive when he made those. They dug up those LGBTQ tweets long ago that he tweeted. Obviously, it was like 10, 15 years ago,
right.
but he was very defensive about that. Like it seems to be a trend with Kevin that he doesn't really kind of take accountability, or just the way he manages it is like ill. Like
See, even
I completely feel why people would just like not fuck with him anymore, because he's just so insensitive about it.
see,
So
even
insensitive about it. And I would really love to hear other comedians' takes about this. Like I would love to hear what DL Hughley has to say. I would love to
Mhm.
hear what Mike Epps has to say. I would just be curious to see if other people in the community, the Black community,
Mhm.
would have said something,
Yeah. I mean,
or would have, or how they would navigate it, because we think that all the comedians are cool with it and down with it and da 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 da, but that might not be the case.
I mean, people
And
are people.
yeah,
So that could be true, but I mean, I don't know. It gets exhausting when people are coming at you and they expect you to respond in a certain way, and then when you don't, you're like, well, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to say?
maybe
It's
not
even like
deflect.
it's even with those tweets, which made him lose the uh the hosting job as at the Oscars that year.
He
It's like
lost it
those.
because he wouldn't.
Well, because those tweets were from 10 years ago, and he was
Yeah, I
like, I'm
know.
a completely different person, and it was a completely different time. And he's like, I've grown from that. Yet people wanted him to answer something that was
It was his response. It
10
was the
years
way
ago.
he did it. It was the way
See,
he did it.
it's really damned if you do, damned if
I'm
you
not
don't.
apologizing. I watched a docuseries about his life or whatever on Netflix, and I remember him having a meeting with his staff, and his
Mhm.
staff was coming at him like, I feel really disrespected. I'm LGBTQ, da 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 da. I'm really close with the community, and we just want you to acknowledge, or we want you to apologize, or whatever. And he just wouldn't do it. It's like he's like, no, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. It's that whole like, it's that whole energy he gives off. But we're in 22 minutes in. We got to bring this girl on. So are you gonna
I don't
whiz through
understand how
this?
I don't understand how you always want to direct. I see what time it is. I got it.
I
Calm
know,
down.
but
We
the girl been
good.
waiting.
I know, but
Technically, she's been
we
waiting 28 minutes.
well, she
We
has,
told her
but
25.
Oz is good. I see her back there. She chilling.
I
She
know,
doing
but
her
I
work
just
and
don't. I
stuff.
want to be respectful of her time.
Of course. Just
So
calm. I got
we
this.
we gonna hit this, or we're gonna go straight to her.
How about we go to our next story that we have, which is
Okay,
Miss
that was the
Cynthia
question.
Erivo. I just want you to be calm, because there
I
you are
am
being
calm.
you're
Wait,
not, because you're like, oh my God, we gotta
let's ask the audience. Do I seem like I'm not calm?
yeah, because that was twice you were like, oh, we gotta wrap this up. But you don't have to say that. I
Because
got this.
we
But I
got to
got
worry
this.
about time,
I
Tony. Y'all
promise
see
you I
how it
got
is working
this.
with Tony? I
Is
can't
it
say anything. I can't say anything.
you can say it, but
No, I
it's just easy
can't.
peasy.
No, because you get in your feelings. But we can
I
talk
don't
about this post show. Let's do it. Come on, come on, come on. We can talk
see
about it
what I'm
post
talking
show.
about. See what I'm talking about?
We can talk
So
about it post show.
speaking of folks and their feelings, Miss Cynthia Erivo sat down. This was a recent episode with Variety. It's a YouTube series called Know Their Lines, in which actors are tested to see if they remember their lines from past projects. Now, Cynthia was like, "Oh, you really trying to get this Wicked little bit in?" But check this out: how she responded to this Wicked question.
No.
No.
No. We're really going to try and get one from Wicked, aren't we? You're the only friend I ever had. This is Alphabet and Wicked. You're the only friend I ever had. Do you mind if we do another question that isn't about Wicked? Because I feel like I've spent the last 2 years talking about it, and I think that we have an opportunity to start talking about something else. Is that okay? And I love Wicked, but I've just talked about it ad nauseum.
Now, as you know, she starred as Elphaba and went on a 2-year press tour for Wicked and Wicked for Good, along with her co-star Ariana Grande. Now, do you think she should keep talking about Wicked, or is it okay to kind of move on from it?
I think it's okay to move on from it, but I think it depends on what the parameters are that she sets before she goes into an interview. If she doesn't want to talk about Wicked, then make sure you tell them producers, don't ask me nothing about Wicked. And then if they proceed to ask you something about Wicked, then maybe you give them that energy because that isn't what you approved. You didn't approve that question. But she was in Wicked. So, I mean, that was one of her biggest role and what really put her on the map. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I think she might be doing herself a disservice, like not wanting to answer those questions, but
I see it as this. I think if they had given her that the one that she actually answered, and just left it at that, I think it would have been fine. But to ask her to do the Defying Gravity riff, it's like, how many more times am I going to do that? How many more times am I going to sit in the interview and people go, can you do the riff for us? She's already done it. So
that's true.
And I think as a interviewer, there is a way to wheel in something without pressing something. Do you know what I mean? It's like, I get it. She spent 2 years talking about this. What else would you like to know about these films? Like, I feel like I've given everything, but there's other stuff that I've done. There's things that maybe could be remembered and explored in this time. Wicked could be and then we move on. And then we move on.
Yeah.
So I don't think she's in the wrong for this. I think you get a little the Wicked bite and then you move on to something else.
Yeah.
That's what I think. Well, speaking of moving on, we're gonna move on to something else too. But before that, we are going to take a break. You are watching Now Catch This with Kim and Tony. And coming up, we have the creator, star, producer, director, all things of the newest vertical drama, Jollof and Kimchi. Azäh is joining us right after the break. We'll see you in a second. Hey, everybody, that's Kim.
And that's Tony.
And listen, we want you to tune in to our newest podcast, Now Catch This.
Yes, baby. We're talking about everything celebrity news, all things pop culture, and a little bit of life.
Okay, because it's nothing but a Kiki when you get us two in a room.
Period.
Now catch it. Now catch this streaming live on our YouTube channel Thursdays at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back. We are super excited to have, first of all, our very first guest here on Now Catch This. Now, you were first introduced to her on a little show called Big Brother, but now she has a show of her own, honey. She has stepped into the vertical drama space with her show Jollof and Kimchi. And to talk all about it, please help me welcome to Now Catch This. She is Miss Azäh, everybody. Yay!
I'm so happy to have you here.
Thank you. So great to be here. And thank you for the beautiful introduction.
Absolutely. Like I was telling you before we started the show, Azäh is a very hard-working woman. And she does it with such grace and such poise. You will never see her, at least I haven't. She may do this behind the scenes. You will never see her lose her cool. She is someone that is just, this is a problem. Hold on 2 seconds. And she is on it. And she will solve it. And that's what I've always appreciated about her. And I'm just so happy to see you just continuing to like grind and hustle and do your thing, because that's what you got to do in this business.
Yes, that's what you have to do. And I also, on the other hand, have really enjoyed how our relationship has blossomed over the years.
Yes.
And just as just as you say, you admire me, I admire you a lot. I admire you for getting me into the spaces in WeHo, and like I'm trying to wait at the door and pay some money. Tony got all the hookups for everything. Tony knows everybody. But it's been awesome just to see you grow and flourish as well too. So thank you. From one career to another, I appreciate that.
Thank you. I appreciate you. Now, listen, you were, I think, a part of one of the most historic seasons of Big Brother as one of the members of the iconic Cookout. For you, what's the biggest takeaway that you took away from your experience on Big Brother? Because that's no easy task going into a show like that.
Yeah, I was honestly just really blessed to be part of that season. I, really loved the show. I watched all the episodes and I was like, I want to try out to be on this. And I tried out before and I didn't get in. And but the next year, just everything aligned just completely right. And somehow I found myself in that house. Mm-hmm. And I didn't win, right? But like, I know this sounds super cliche, but I'm very blessed for the background that I have, for the experience that I've had to be part of such an amazing season after such a weird time in the US and Big Brother kind of showing and encompassing what the world is going on at the time. CBS making that commitment, they haven't made that commitment now, but making a commitment of 50% people of color. And, everyone realizing that there needs to be an awareness of who we are in our space and our experience where we come from, and showing people in the Midwest and, people in the middle of nowhere, USA, Cameroon culture, and that Black people aren't a monolith and what can happen, the power of people working together. Yeah. I'm really blessed to be part of that season. Yeah, I wanted to, of course, but like, if there's a season I could be on, thank God it was that one, so.
Because it was, that alliance, I think, was something that no one realized until everybody was out and Xavier looked at y'all and said, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Cookout. And I was like, oh, y'all got everybody out and now it's just us, just up in the house running stuff.
Wow, it's wild.
I said, y'all did that.
Thank you.
Y'all did that.
Great. It's great to still have, it's crazy to think it's been 5 years. 5 years, right, since I was in that house. But you meet people, and when I meet the people who are Black and who watched that show and who watched it when they were children and wondered if, are they ever going to be able to crown a Black person, to be able to be a special place in CBS Big Brother history is awesome. And I'm I'm really, honestly, really blessed to be at a season, because I could have been on season 21. I'm just happy. I was on a great season with some funny people,
Yeah.
So,
See, you
I
were
got it for 21. That's why I say that. But I got 23. So.
But you know what? God put you where you were supposed to be, and you were supposed to be on 23.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Exactly. Yep.
Absolutely. So, we're, talking about Big Brother being on reality TV. That plus, I did some digging. So you dabbled in biomedical engineering?
Oh,
did you?
No, my dad did.
Oh, well, maybe that's where.
Okay. I'm named after my name is Azäh Awasum. My dad did engineering. Yeah, no. I like math, but I did economics, more like like stats, and I did sales ops. Didn't get into that. And I worked in tech for quite some time too.
Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah. Well, with all that being said, like, how did all those ventures kind of like shape your creativity, and like what parts of those ventures did you bring to your vertical series, Jollof and Kimchi?
Yeah, I love that question. So this is such a full circle moment for me. I did theater in high school. I absolutely loved it. And I had the classic West African parents that were like, no, you need to be a doctor or lawyer. So all right. And I go to college, and I remember my mom telling me, it's like, you major in theater, you're going to be working at a hotel, you're going to be doing all sorts of stuff. You're not going to do, things you want to do. So you need to do something smart. So I did economics, and I thought when I left, I actually got a fellowship with the UN, and I was like, okay, this is my field. Then my fellowship ended, and guess what I was doing? Waitressing and working at hotels.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's so interesting. Like, and I remember just thinking, why didn't I just go after what I wanted? But I still had that mindset and stayed in the worked my way up from there and started doing like stats and started doing like data science. And then I got into sales ops. And I really honestly was content for some time because I built a career in sales ops. I was like, okay, this is where I'm supposed to be. I was like doing well in tech. And then I did Big Brother. And after Big Brother, I just couldn't look at life the same. And I was like, this isn't what you want. I knew that I had a calling on my life to want to do ministry, but I also knew that I wanted to do theater and I wanted to tell stories and show it in a specific way. And I did like what a lot of people wouldn't have done at the time. 33 years old, I left my, where I was, and I knew if I did this, I would have to like just be huffing it for a while. And I moved in with my parents and I just started pursuing acting full-time, taking classes, getting better, writing. I got representation. I started getting commercials, but in that world, like you can get the commercials, but theater is a whole different thing. And actually getting into film is a whole different thing. And I saw that and I was like, okay, I was seeing verticals were popping off, but they were not any roles for people that look like me because the industry came from China, and I'm not the person that they're looking for. So if you're not Chinese, then you need to be white. And I saw this opportunity, and I have a brilliant friend from college that I was like, I think we could start making this and make a name for ourselves in this. And from last year, we had always been developing things for his startup that he has. He sells Korean snacks, and we always create content for his company. And that's what's been able to get him into some great stores by doing these parodies. We were always doing these K-drama parodies. We started writing different stuff. And then we were like, okay, let's do the parody. Let's bring Nollywood. What we call Nollywood is just like, it's considered, Nigerian Hollywood film, but it's also like just kind of standard West African film, kind of like Bollywood for South Asian film. So let's bring that and K-drama together. And let's take this concept you started in 2021 and really build on it. And it snowballed into this. We learned so much during the time. And I don't know how it happened, but we were able to get the right people. And it's such a crazy story of how everything came together. And we did it. And now we're out, and now we're trying to, what the plan is like, yes, we want season 2, but we want that to be funded. And we want to be able to be a place where people can come and get what we call stories by us. So Black people made for everyone. So different parts of the Black experience, but still fun. Black culture is something that people are always tapping into and people always love. And, we're just a funny bunch. You can find funniness in all sorts of different places. And it's been a really fun ride. It's been really cool to see like the reception and like, okay, there are all sorts of people that share our weird offbeat humor. So it's been really great. And, I've put all those collections of experiences in Kelly and, her strict parenting and, the expectations that she had to go to the best schools and get the best education. And it's been fun. It's been fun.
Yeah. Well, it's a great series. I watched it. I binged it yesterday, and it had me like the cliffhangers. I was like, oh, let me go to the next episode because I need to see.
Thank you.
What's going down. So
thank you.
It's really great. That's really inspiring. That's a really inspiring story.
Thank you.
The exciting thing about verticals is that like they are a very easy watch because we're so attached to our phones. And so now it's just very easy just to like be locked in to something and leave those cliffhangers where we're like, oh, and you just swipe to the next one. With that though, I'm sure there are some challenges that come with self-producing your own content. What were some of the challenges that you saw with this? Because I feel like when you started this journey, verticals were around, but we didn't know they didn't really have a name. And now it's vertical drama this, and we're doing vertical dramas, and we're doing so. Tapping into that space before it came in. What were some of the challenges that you had going into this?
So we were actually we wanted to do this first because my partner, just a little bit about him, he's really amazing guy. We met in college, like I said, and then he actually was selected to do Fulbright in Korea. He's Black of Haitian descent, and he started the first Black History Month festival in Korea and just fell in love with just like the Black Korean, just the combination of both, basically. He then, after business school, started a Korean snack company where he sold cognac jelly. And I remember him telling me, it's the same Korean, it has collagen in it. Oh, that's okay. It has collagen in it. I was like, I didn't know what collagen was even at the time. And he just started selling it. He started making these parodies on TikTok, and that's how he would get people to buy his stuff. And now it's in Target and Walmart and Costco, and he's been able to literally grow his business from making these parodies. But we wanted to tap into that first because he has so many connections in that industry, and we were like, okay, maybe we don't have to pay for this. Maybe we can create a vertical drama for somebody and get it sponsored. We got like a bunch of meetings, and we had so many people that were interested in just investing in us that we didn't have to put money out, but they didn't know what a vertical drama was. Yeah. And, we went from these great meetings to getting ghosted, and we were like, crap. But like, I had told myself the next thing that comes along, I need to pop on it. Cause I remember I used to watch Issa Rae do Awkward Black Girl. I was an early fan.
Same. Yeah. I used to watch it as her web series before it became Insecure. Yeah.
Exactly. I got the Tyler Perry DVDs when he did the Chitlin circuit. Yeah. I watched Quinta on Vine. And I was like, I think this is my Chitlin circuit. Like there's, TikTok was able to produce a whole wave of people too. And I was like, Azäh, you can't let something go by and you just sit back. And we had been working on like, let's try and make a show and go and get, but we're like, this is low entry. We can just have fun with it. And I was like, no, let's repackage this and go this way. And so even when the investors and the brand said no, we decided just to take the bet on ourselves. And it was hard. And just like we pulled money. I pulled money from my church, Jet pulled money, and we all pulled money to push this and make this happen. And we had challenges, but there's a little bit of delusion that you have to have in your head of just like going towards something anyway and being that crazy person in the corner that's talking. And like over time, my friends were like, you're just obsessed with this vertical thing. And then now Issa Rae produced 75 million view TikTok. Now everybody knows what verticals are. Yeah. And I'm like, every for a year.
well, everyone is getting into it because Tay Diggs is getting into it as well. Bravo and Peacock just announced that they're getting into it. And then I think also something else was just announced today that people are getting into the vertical spaces. So I think very quietly the industry is kind of being like, we need to get into vertical drama.
Oh yeah. For sure. Yeah. And with that being said, do you think this is just like, I don't want to say a phase.
Yeah.
But I'll say a phase. Or do you think this is here to stay? If it's here to stay, if this is the future of storytelling, how do you think that, will impact the industry?
So I can't say what's correct. I've talked to people in industry, and what they've told me is that like it's very hard for television right now. Like in 2020, it was great. And it was especially great for people of color. They were greenlighting so much stuff. It's a lot harder now. They've just they've canceled a lot of shows. My Baby Daddy on CBS, Watson got canceled.
Morris Chestnut.
People were mad about that. Yeah.
Oh man. And I'm like, they're canceling shows left and right. And then then streaming kind of has like, they used to buy a lot and now they're kind of like conserving. And then if you notice, there are also less episodes per show now too.
Yes. So everything's a limited series.
Yeah. Really. And so the industry, that's why the industry's like, because the thing is with a vertical drama and these forms, like just to give you a little bit of a, you spend $100K on a series. If you get people tapped in and want to buy in on those 10 episodes, you can make $1 million. Because I'm a watcher, so I'll pay $30 to watch the whole thing because I'm obsessed, right?
Yep.
And unfortunately, there are 3,000 other people like me. Boom, that's $1 million, just like that.
Yeah.
And so I do feel that even if they say that this is a fad, it's such cheap content to be able to produce and get a quick return from right now that I feel like I can see it lasting, being around, like people, and even if people have a opinion on it, like people have opinion on soap operas, but we still have Young and Restless. It's
That's true.
Here, right?
I'm over here watching Days of Our Lives and Beyond.
Right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So even if there will still be a stigma attached to it, I feel like it's going to be around. Yeah.
Do you see the streaming services adopting this? Like, do you think it would perform well on like Netflix or Paramount Plus, or is it strictly kind of social?
I would love for that to happen. I think that for that to happen, they have to really have they have to probably look in their data and see if they have a good amount of people that really watch these shows on their phones and have no problem with it. Yeah. But I do see it. I can see it working well. And I see what Peacock has done where they're like doing mini versions of shows, and they're like, I think they've adapted like some like based off of like a summer house or something. They've kind of done a mini version, like a really small version with a smaller budget. But networks are really like, we've been able to get like 1 or 2 meetings, and we've seen that they're already looking out to experiment and try it out. It's just, how they're going to do it. We don't know.
Yeah.
Well, let's get more into your vertical drama, Jollof and Kimchi. First of all, such a dynamic cast. Kim and I, before we went live, we were talking about your lead, Danny.
He's fine, ain't he? Sorry.
Listen,
fine.
When he was changing shirts, we were both like,
I said, "Oh, okay." Oh, I knew that changed the game for Callie. I already knew.
Listen, that was the moment where I was like, Kelly, listen, we understood that you got kicked out of your house in a very Tyler Perry style way.
You got the reference.
Yeah, because when you were getting kicked out, in my mind, I was like, Christina.
He's gone.
Christina's gone.
I can't.
But how was it like working with him, and also like how was it casting this project and finding such the I mean, everyone in this is really good and very like spot on. Like how was all that?
It was so cool. Like as an actress, I'd be, submitting my tapes every day and everything. And I learned so much in this process. I overthink a lot. And I think a lot of actors overthink a lot. We're like, I'm an actor, I gotta act, right? But like, it really is where like, it sounds so cliche where they say be yourself, but they're not casting actors, they're casting people. Like that's why Nene did well, like, and was able to get those Ryan Murphy stuff all the time. Nene was being Nene, right? But she was still another character, but like she's just funny in her mannerisms and the thing that she does. And the one thing that me and Jet, my co-founder, that we were very specific about the whole time in our casting with our cast and our crew is we said from the beginning, energy over egos. That's one thing that we said. And authenticity was the second thing that was important. So we made sure that we cast a Korean cast. My co-founder's hilarious. And he was like, your lead got to be hot. He has to be hot. And I was like, okay, all right, cool. So we were looking everywhere, Instagram, all sorts of things. And we had some good options. But what we liked about Danny was, even though Danny didn't have the experience, Danny was hungry and like had the energy of just like, I'm ready. Like I'm ready to do that. And just the energy of having a good energy can make the difference on everything on set. That like everything that you did with him was just fun. And we really lucked out with him because not only that, like the ladies love him. All he has to do is just smile and like people just like, they just love him. But
some of the guys too.
Right.
Exactly. So we really lucked out in that. And then it was a combination of a lot of things. Like Tony, the character Tony is actually a family friend of mine. He's a content creator in the DC area and he'd never acted before as well, but he is one of the most hilarious people I know. And I just knew he would fit this because I was like, I wanted someone Cameroonian and I'm like, who can speak this pidgin and I know who can deliver. And he delivered, and he's like one of the favorites on the series, and he's never acted before, you know.
Wow.
We have Broderick, who's like my like one of my crushes, you know, back in the day, you know, who like I just was in my delusional era one day, and I hit up Chidena, I hit up Rotimi, and I hit up Broderick Hunter, and I did.
Trifecta, honey.
I said delusional era. And I hit up some of my friends. My friends ignored my text messages that I hit up for this, right? That were like, you know, that I felt like, okay, they're West African. I knew Broderick was West African. Broderick was like, let me look at the script. He loved the script, and he was like, I'm in. And that's why we had a great energy over ego the whole time with everything, that like we were able just to cast, like we were really blessed in that, honestly. And just like even the combination of first time actors, the energy was there. And then we had some really great actors. Minso has done some great work on The Shy, and we have another actor that worked on The Bear. We have another actor from Sons of Anarchy. And even with us being indie and first time producers, they took the chance on us. You know, and also you'll be seeing our mother, the person who plays my mother as well too. She's an excellent Nollywood actress as well too. She reached out, she DM'd me, and I gave her a tape, and she blew everyone out the water. So we didn't just do the actors access. We were constantly looking every day, and we used friends as well too. And it really just shows the power in everybody's always trying to work up. I remember Shonda made a Threads post. He was like, everyone's always trying to work up, but let me put down what you're doing, that you guys can work together. Working across, we'll get everyone to that next step, you know? So it was.
And that's what Issa did too.
Issa did the same thing. And I always say that that's important too, because I feel like, especially living in LA, there's so many creatives here who want to direct, who want to write, who want to act. And I struggle with, why are we not all working together to create something? And to do something, and yes, we can give of our time and things like that in a project that we all believe in. But when we all make it, we all can come up, instead of all of us sitting in our house ordering a large pizza, wondering why life isn't happening.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. Most definitely. Most definitely.
So speaking of the series, obviously we know that it's really rooted and centered around like food, right? Like the Korean chicken and jollof and, you know, kimchi and all the things. And typically that brings, you know, groups of people together, whether you're strangers or not. If you sitting down to eat something and it's good, we all friends, like we all cousins. So, but what I want to know is, was there ever a debate on set about who makes the best fried chicken, West Africans or Koreans? Was there ever any divisiveness surrounding that?
You know, we definitely kept it cute. And I would say that because one, you know, we have an amazing partner, Jesse Boy, who let us use their space and donated their space. And their chicken was good. So I'm not going to lie. I was not thinking about black fried chicken when I was eating their chicken.
The chicken be popping.
The chicken is popping. I was enjoying. We ate good, you know, on set every single day. We did not have that. We did have a little bit of jollof kind of thing, because jollof is something that is popular in most countries in Cameroon and other parts of West Africa. And, you know, my jollof is Cameroonian, but we had some Nigerians on set who were like,
right. I can so see that going down.
Yeah. They were like, it's all right. It's okay.
Like, oh, that's how you make it?
Yeah. Well, because that's rooted in us anyway. When somebody puts a plate in, the first question is always, who made this?
Who made this? Oh, that's how you make it?
Because you got to look at the person and go, okay. And then you got to taste it, and then you be like, what you put in this?
What you put in this? Well, you know how we are.
Very much like that. Well, speaking of food, we're going to play a fun game with you that's called Bring It to the Table. That's right. We are going to show you some West African food and what the American equivalent might be. And then you tell us which one you bring into the table. Okay. So now we're going to start off very simple. We are going to go with, there it is, jollof rice or the dirty rice.
Oh, I gotta go my jollof. I'm sorry, y'all. I gotta go my jollof.
No apologies.
Listen,
Jollof
you never have to apologize. It's your choice.
I love Cajun food, but
yeah,
jollof is a banger. It's just, it satisfies everyone, has a great amount of acidity, satisfies the palate. You know, jollof is the way to go.
I just realized playing this game is not good when you're hungry.
Ooh, I'm so hungry right now.
Yeah, same. But we gonna keep it going. Now we got plantains or candy yams. Which one you bringing to the table?
Wow, you guys got me with that. So I actually love me some candied yams, and it might be because we only make them around Thanksgiving. I have one saved. Ooh, and people are definitely gonna try and cancel me for this, but it's the candied yams for me.
Right? Yeah. Yes. Oh, a good old candy yam with some macaroni and cheese.
Comforting.
Yes.
Comforting.
It hits every time. Yes. Yes. Sometimes plantains are too mushy, but candy yam is perfect.
Yeah. Now, how about fufu or mashed potatoes? Which one we bringing to the table?
Oh, it's got to be fufu.
Yeah.
It's got to be fufu. Yeah. I mean, I know mashed. So I do love mashed potatoes with touch of garlic, sour cream, half and half, and butter. It's good, but fufu is such a it's just it's such a staple to so many dishes that I can't eat a dish without the fufu on the side. So it's gotta be fufu. These are good. Good job.
Now I will say this. Yesterday I went to KFC and got mashed potatoes because they have the best. But I feel like that gravy will get you because I will drink that gravy out of the bowl. It's so good.
Oh man, that's some big back tip.
It's very big back.
I will say I'm an equal opportunity person, as you can see on Jollof and Kimchi, but I like my gravy to be. I love chocolate, right? But I do like my gravy to be light skinned. I like white.
Look, the white gravy.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. For some reason, I don't know it just hits for me more. I don't know.
Yeah. Listen, I'm gonna need you to go down to the KFC and just ask for the gravy.
Next. Okay. I'm gonna do that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that.
Yeah. Okay. We got two more here. So how about this? We've got peanut soup or chili. Which one are you bringing?
Oh man, sorry. Okay, I know the West Africans gonna try and eat me alive. I love me some chili. And it could be just like I grew up on African food. So being able to eat American food was kind of like a delicacy for me.
Yeah.
But oh my gosh, some chili with some sour cream and some cheddar cheese on top, and you can have some crusted up like cornbread too. Ooh, it's so good. Yeah.
Now I feel ghetto because sometimes if you don't have cornbread, if you can just get some Ritz crackers.
Ooh, yes,
that does the trick.
Yes.
That's it. We eating good, honey. Okay, last one. How about chicken yassa or barbecue chicken? Which one we bring it to the table?
Oh, you guys got me with that one. Y'all got me with that one. Chicken yassa is so good. There's this I'm like I said, I make jollof all the time, but there's a Senegalese place not far from me that makes some banging jollof, and they make this amazing chicken yassa, and it's always freshly grilled. Like they grill it out every single day. You can't beat that. I can't get barbecue chicken all the time, or I get like people that say it's barbecue, but it's not. That's hard. I love barbecue, but that chicken yassa be hitting.
Okay, so we going chicken yassa.
I think so. I think we gotta, because I do eat that more. I do eat that more than barbecue chicken. Yeah. I eat chicken yassa at least maybe once every other week at least.
Well, listen, I'm gonna tell you this. After this, we eating good.
Listen, chicken yassa. Listen, I'm so hungry right now. I'm so hungry. I'm so hungry right now.
So hungry. Well, listen, let's take a look at a little clip from your vertical drama, Jollof and Kimchi. I have it here. Here we go. Little peek at the
welcome to Jesse Boy. How can I help you?
I'm not here for chicken. Here for her.
What are you doing here?
One, you have your location on. Two, I came from them papers.
I was like, oh.
You're not getting shit from me.
I'm not getting shit. What do you mean I'm not getting shit from you?
Sir, you need to order something or leave.
Period.
I hope that man is teaching you how to prepare a decent meal for once, because
I'll show you how to make a proper meal. What, you not hungry? You not hungry? Huh? You not hungry?
sign the papers, Kelly.
So good.
Thank you.
So good.
And we got to do a little shout out to Miss Tiffany, who was playing the social media influencer on there. Too funny. How was it working with your former housemate from Big Brother?
Good. It was so good. Tony, let me tell you something. I was literally actually, I was gonna hit you up actually about that part.
Were you?
Yes, I was, because that was like, I was like, I had told you when we were talking about, me doing, I was like, I've been having some trouble because like, I'm trying to find, West Africans, trying to find Koreans. It's so ethnically specific.
Yeah.
And that part, I was like, oh, I think Tony will be great at this part.
Yeah.
And Tiffany calls me up and she's like, you doing this? Because I was going to put the thing on Actors Access and I was going to reach out, and she's like, you doing some LA? I don't know what it is. I don't know how or whatever, but I want to be in it. Yes. And I was like, okay, you know what? Okay, she was going to be in LA. And I was like, I got this. I got this for you. I got this for you. And she came and she killed it. She killed it.
Now listen, next time you call me on in and I will be ready.
Yes, most definitely.
Because I remember us talking about it, and I was like, I don't know any West African or Korean people. Like I was looking through my database, like how can I help? And I was like, I don't know if I can. And then you were even like, well, you should submit. And I was like, okay. And then like I was looking and I was like, I don't know if I'm butch enough to play any of these these roles. I was like, now that's gonna be really testing my acting skills, because I have settled into the very, and so I was just like, she needs somebody big and strong, and I'm gonna get on that camera, and they're gonna be like, baby, no, I see why I see why that happened. So yeah, but it was such a funny moment and such a great moment just to see, two alums working together. I like that.
She was great. She's a natural. She's very talented. She's actually done some film work already, but she has just star appeal, star quality, super professional, came to set already, had everyone cracking up. We were cracking up that entire night. We could not take, there were a lot of times during film we couldn't take it seriously, but we could not take that scene seriously. It was too fun.
It looked like a lot of fun.
And of course, I'm like, y'all wasting all that chicken.
I know. I was like, oh no, not the chicken, Lord. Throw anything else.
Now, we were talking before, and a new episode dropped today. As of today, you have 12 episodes out.
Yep.
How many episodes can we look forward to? And are there any plans on continuing this story or creating another story?
Yeah, so we have 34 episodes of this.
Oh,
and we did, 34. Yep. We didn't know. I would give a little quip. Just we didn't know we were going to do the 1 episode per day thing. We didn't know we were going to drop them at the same time. We're considering a lot of different things, and we just ended up doing this, and we think it actually kind of works well with the way that our story is structured and things like that. I will say that, like, I think how we've structured this is there's definitely there's openness for this story to continue, definitely, in different ways. While we've written the most of our things that way, we also have 7 other concepts that we have locked and loaded and we want to get ready to go. But what we want to focus on is being able to see the monetization that can come from this, that can sustain this series, to make the people in it happy and, let it run, well, pretty much. And then we want to also bring these other concepts that we have that what we're focusing on is bringing niches and communities together to be able to talk, laugh, and just like discuss as enjoying, the stories that we create.
Yes. Well, let me tell you, you are doing an amazing job.
Thank you.
I can tell you this, in this story, I can't remember his name, but it's the guy that works at Hanwoo that looks like he's trying to, like, be in charge. Is that the brother?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All up in that boy's business.
Can't stand him. Done sent that lady all the way down to LA to spy on him and his chicken shop. Don't worry about his chicken shop. Okay.
Right.
He is over there looking fine and being successful. Okay.
Right.
Just so you know, Do-Yoon, great actor, was a friend. It's a friend. Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
Well, he's doing a good job because right now we can't stand him. Okay. We are team Team
Jongmin?
Yes.
Jongmin.
Yes. We are team him.
Absolutely.
And absolutely.
I was like, why? Why you showing the daddy the live? Like, why aren't you showing him that?
You can't be showing the daddy all that.
All in his business.
All up in there.
You can't help it.
Now, but before we let you go, and I want to say thank you so much for being with us today, and I really hope for continued success with your vertical drama. But I have to ask, will I be seeing you in LA again during this season of Big Brother? Because it's coming out, and you normally do your premiere party through House of Chops.
Yeah.
You do the premiere in New York. You do the finale in LA.
Yes.
Are there still plans to do that as well?
Yes. I've had some things. I'm trying to figure out some things, but yeah, still plan to do for New York and LA. I love like spending time with everybody, and like they're fun. I have a lot of joy in the parties and everything. So I don't want to let that go just yet. It's something that's near and dear, and it's something I've been nurturing over the years. And yes. No, we're doing it. We're doing it.
Yes. Okay. Well, listen, if you need any help, I'm only a text away. So you just let me know. Okay.
Thank you.
Yes, of
I will definitely let you know now.
Okay. You do that. You let me know. Well, Azäh, thank you so much for joining us. And listen, y'all, please go support. You can see all 12 episodes right now at Jollof and Kimchi on Instagram right now. Go follow, tell a friend, add it to your stories. Support those who are out here creating themselves. Okay? So y'all go do that. Azäh, thank you so much. We appreciate you.
Tony. Thank you. Much appreciated.
We'll see you soon, hopefully.
Yes, most definitely.
Bye.
Bye. Oh my goodness. I love her. She's always so sweet. But listen, we got a little more tea in our cups. And so we will be right back. This is Now Catch This with Kim and Tony. Hey, everybody, that's Kim.
And that's Tony.
And listen, we want you to tune in to our newest podcast, Now Catch This.
Yes, baby. We're talking about everything celebrity news, all things pop culture, and a little bit of life.
Okay, because it's nothing but a Kiki when you get us two in a room.
Period.
Now catch it. Now catch this streaming live on our YouTube channel Thursdays at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Welcome back, everybody. See, that's what you get.
Sorry. This dog.
Baby.
I tell you, she is restless, honey. The young and the restless over here.
Restless. But listen, we are in our last sip. And Kim, I just want to know, if you could be on a reality TV show, which show would you do?
Oh my goodness. Oh gosh. As a person who doesn't watch that much reality TV, I used to though. I think I would want to be on one of the Housewives.
I can see that. I can see you being more of the Candy though.
Yeah, but I want to spectate. You know what I mean? I'm just there for the tea. You know what I mean? I'm there for the tea. I'm there to be the liaison, the referee. I'm not gonna be too much in the
the drama of it all,
back and forth. Yeah, but I want to manage it. I want to, and I want to be the friend that everybody comes to tell me the shit. Like, tell me the tea.
Right.
Like, you want to talk shit about her? You be like, Kim, girl, let me tell you. Da, 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 da. I'm not gonna go back and tell nobody, but I will be the gatekeeper of all the tea, and I love that for myself. I would love that for myself.
I love that for you too. The tea collector.
Yes. Yes. How about you?
You know what? There's a few, because I'm a reality TV connoisseur. So right off the bat, Traders. I want to be on Traders so bad. I think I would do really well on Traders. But I also would love to be on there's a show on Bravo called Below Deck.
Okay.
I don't want to be like on the cast. I just want to be a guest on the yacht and just experience like that yacht life.
Yeah.
And then if I could, I would do a Housewives. I would love to be a friend of.
Right.
Like a Dwight from Real Housewives of Atlanta. Come in and like just kind of kiki and be in the know. And then tip out. Like I don't want to be called like, what did so and so like? I don't want that kind of drama. No. I just want to be sitting at the party and then them being like, you told me that, and I'm just like,
exactly, just peeping it.
Yeah, and then a debrief where you be like, can you believe she said that? I'm like, girl, I was sitting over here watching, like, I can't believe this is happening in this fine establishment in these people's homes.
Right, playing in them people's house like that. Yeah, that would be me.
Yeah, you know what? That could be each other.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Well, listen, we done through it and y'all done catch it. This has been another episode of Now Catch This with Kim and Tony. And we will see you back here next Thursday at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to get all the tea on entertainment news and pop culture. Y'all have a wonderful, you have a wonderful week and a weekend, and we'll see you back here next week, y'all. This has been Now Catch This with Kim and Tony. Bye,
yes.
Oh, and special shout out to Azäh for joining us today.
Yes, absolutely. She's great.
She is great. I was about to hit the outro and didn't even thank our first guest.
Oh no, she's great. She's great.
Yeah, and y'all make sure y'all go support her. All right, that's us. Bye, y'all.